It's Marco from Nari Media, and today I'm going to show you how to animate an image. Now you can use this for product photos, and here you can see that, in one of my last tutorials, I showed how to make my dog into a Pixar character. I'll link that down below so you can start there. But today I'm going to show you how to make the best prompts so you can get better results when you are animating. Because sometimes especially if you're using free credits on like Kling or VO2, which is the Google program, I'll put links for those down below as well. You're going to waste money not getting the right results. So today I'm going to show you how to make the best prompts for videos. Here we go. All right, so the first thing we're going to do before we even go in, so the two platforms we're using is Google AI Studio, and I'm just going to keep it all with Google today to keep it simple, but we're going to go into Gemini and say, so it's going to give me, okay, definitely help with crafting a prompt for AI Studio. It's going to tell you why and also tips for use in the studio. Yeah, let's try now. Now it's going to use Canvas to generate this. And here we go. Now it's giving me a super in-depth prompt. Now this is kind of, like I said, you can input, upload the dog here. So we're just going to copy this like this. And you can use this in Kling. You can use this in any of them. Now I'm going to pop over to Google AI Studio here. And you have the chat here. Temperature just means like how creative the response can be and how close you want it to stay to the prompt. So the more your prompt is, detailed, maybe you want to keep it at 0, but I'm going to keep it at 1. I want to play with it a little bit. So we're going to go to video gen. Now we're going to add the image. All right, so now we're going to you can describe the video here. And I copied the prompt. So animate the provided cartoon image of a dog. There we go, turn head. It even says 1.5 to 2 seconds, the howl, and animal loopable if possible. Okay, so we're gonna do the 9:16 ratio, and let's press run. All right, so let's see what we got here. It's going to leave my prompt here. And we got the video. Let's make this larger. Okay, it did pretty good. Not bad. See, it said add visual elements to show that it's howling. Okay, let's try that to go back. Sometimes if you give it too much, these will get better and better. This is mid-May 2025. So honestly, it could be June and the prompt will understand it better and better. This just came out, VO2. All right, larger view. Let's check it out here. They got him really barking. Really barking. So I wanted the head, but it's showing that, the dog is barking. Not necessarily howling, but and now let's go really simple. Can you make this dog howl? Animate in brackets. Animate the howl. It's just playing around to see with what works, right? So in here, this prompt is really good, and you can build lots of prompts in here, but you just got to go back and forth and play around. I'm setting it up for success now because that image I gave it was a little trickier. It did do exactly what it said, though. If you look, it said, exaggerate the mouth shape, motion lines or waves from the dog's mouth, and energetic expression. See here. It almost looked like I didn't ask for the feathers to be animated, but it looks like the dog was gonna throw up there. But I'm pretty impressed with the how it can animate. If you were making a cartoon or anything like that, like you could voice this over now through 11 Labs and export it into another platform. But yeah, anyway, that's some of the tips and tricks that I use for animating, and I'll keep you guys posted for the next one. Thanks so much for watching.